Which skills do you think are necessary to become successful?
Ooh, there is no one particular skill. There is no particular way, because I've seen different types of people being successful that I don't think anymore there is one way of being successful.
Okay, which skills do you think helped you become successful?
Help me? Oh, determination and discipline, for sure. For sure. Doing things that I don't like to do, obligated. Sometimes, I was very shy at talking to a lot of people, and I forced myself to talk in front of people, no matter what. I was very lazy.
Like public speaking?
Public speaking. I was very shy when I was probably your age. I forced myself to do as many public speeches as possible. Whatever I don't like and I need to do, I'll do it worst. I put more determination on that, on my weaknesses.
Wow.
And I mean, that was, and it's up to date. I do it up to date. Whatever I don't like, I'm gonna do it. It's like a soft challenge. Oh, really? I'm not gonna do it? Yeah, you see, I'm gonna do it. You don't have to prove nobody. You're proving yourself, because I'm not proving anybody else. I'm just proving myself. Nobody knows what my challenge, internal challenge is, just with myself.
Talking about public speaking, I remember, and just speaking, communicating with people. I remember like the first or second time I met you, I saw you. You said something to me, and you said it so well that it really impacted me, and I still remember it to this day. And it kind of motivated me and inspired me what you said. So you're a great communicator, I can tell. Going back, you said you love reading. If you could tell a business owner that's maybe just starting out, if you could recommend 3 books, what would they be? I remember that time I saw you when that I was speaking to you about. You mentioned that I should read Shoe Dog.
The Nike.
Yeah, the Nike. If you could recommend 3 books to any business
pretty
owner.
basic books that'll take you to a different level in business, of course, right? I believe everybody should read Sun Tzu. Have you read Sun Tzu?
Who wrote that book?
It's called The Art of War.
Okay.
It's called the Sun Tzu. It is a war strategy book.
Oh, The Art of War.
It's very nice.
Okay.
Rich Dad Poor Dad, of course. That's a classic that every young entrepreneur must read. I mean, understanding how money works, it's key. I mean, up to this day, I do not understand how in schools in the United States they don't teach kids how to manage money. I mean, and then you see young guys full of debt in their credit cards because they believe that they don't have to pay that. They just don't know how to manage money. So you're raised in a way that you have no financial literacy. And so you have to, basically one of the most important things in life that you should learn, you have to be self-taught. And up to this day, I don't understand why. And of course, the Shoe Dog, it's a must. Phil Knight, that's a must. That's a great book. But anything that gives you financial literacy, it's mandatory. It's mandatory because it doesn't matter how poor, how rich you are. You need to understand how money works. And my 8-year-old told me one day, Dad, I have a question for you. And that was a pretty impressive question for an 8-year-old. What do you rather be? It's funny. It was funny. Like rich and stupid or poor and smart? It's an 8-year-old.
Wow.
And I told him I'd rather be smart and poor 100 times because the rich and stupid is going to be poor soon.
Yeah.
The smart poor is going to be rich soon. And you're going to end up being a smart rich. So for sure, you need to know how money works. You need to understand what a good debt is and what a bad debt is. Some people get debt for purchasing a watch, and they pay for a watch in 36 quotes. Do you really need a watch in your life? You need to get a debt of a watch to grow unless you are a watch seller, unless you have a jewelry, unless you're planning on doing business around watches.
Yeah.
I understand if you got a debt around watches. But if you really want to impress people by wearing a watch, that's not the right thing. That's not a right debt, you know? So you need to understand what a good debt is and a bad debt. So if you're going to get a debt, it better makes you grow your business or makes you grow your wealth.